Hi friend, I'm sitting on the kitchen counter, yearning to counter the condemning that may be going on with you. And if I share from my heart a thing or two, maybe you can find an alternative way to go about your doings as you are assessing your day. Here in the kitchen is where I used to stew. Here in the kitchen is where I used to rehash and rewind and go over what went wrong, even when so much good had happened. It's a funny thing, the tendency of the human mind. It wants to zero in to the stuff of the worst kind. And it loves to beat us up, and it loves to kind of show us where we failed. And it doesn't really ever learn to weigh the good until we take it by the hand and train it. What do you mean, train our mind? What do you mean, sort of show it what to focus on? If you don't take your thought and treat it like a toddler, it's gonna stew all over the place and focus on the wrong. It'll focus on what makes you afraid. It will focus on what you didn't do right. It will focus on your appearance and what looks wrong. And it will keep you up at night, condemning yourself, beating yourself up. I don't need to tell you this, but I'm in the kitchen, sitting on the counter, because this is where I used to feel like a mess. And no matter if I had reached every student, it would focus on the one that I didn't. And no matter if I had shared heart to heart with several, it would focus on the one I didn't reach. And later after teaching, if I'm making tea right now and I hear it gurgling behind me, but no matter if I would focus on the good of the day, just the way the human mind is, it would zero into what went wrong. It would zero into what I'm afraid of. It would zero into all that can keep us up at night stewing. So in a deep yearning to help you with what could work for you, I'm going to stand up, and the lighting in here is odd. Sorry, I should have practiced that first, but here's the thing about spirituality. It's thought by thought. And when you are striving to sort of love yourself up, you've got to be willing to get into thought and train it and show it how to focus on the good and find ways to celebrate all that went on that was right, all that went on where you gave of your heart, all that went on in your day where you outpoured, and be excited of the ways you can grow. Life's a journey for sure. So instead of tonight, when you're kind of hashing over your day, instead of getting stuck on what didn't go your way, zero into the good. And if you're saying no good happened, go back over that day of yours and find it. It did happen. And insist that you can see it. Insist that you want to find it. And this will quiet the condemning and help you have a calm closure and sort of ending to this precious day. I want to help more with this. I think too many of us are beating ourselves up at night, or trying to tune out the inner condemning by just scrolling the feeds and taking stuff in that isn't the same thing as directly addressing it. So this is Tree of thoughtbythought.net with some things that will help you hush the condemning and allow yourself love up your precious you. Thanks for giving this a listen.